information guide. We're going to show you how to make our Caribbean Tostones today. Since we can't put up a half-hour cooking show on the internet, for full ingredients and preparation instructions, visit our website, puntacanainformationguide.com. Okay, you want to start with as many green plantains as you need. You can use yellow ones as well. The green ones are a little less sweet than the yellow ones are. And they're a little harder to peel than a banana. You want to cut the ends off it, and then you're going to slice down the length of the plantain a few times, just going through the skin. Now what happens with a plantain is the skin sticks to the flesh. It doesn't just peel like a banana does, so you need to make a whole bunch of slits like this and then kind of work the skin away from the flesh of it. Now plantains look a lot like bananas, but they're a lot less sweet. You have to actually cook them in order to eat them. They're more, in the Caribbean they're used as a starch rather than as a fruit. And see, that's what happens if you're not careful. You end up tearing a little bit of the flesh away. Now, traditional Tostones, you cut them 3/4 inch slices directly across. I like to cut them kind of on an angle so that you get a little bigger Tostone. Hi, once you have your plantains cut, you want to get your oil to around 350 degrees, and you're going to drop them in the oil. Make sure you don't splash it up over yourself. Drop them in the oil, and you're just going to cook them for a couple minutes until they soften up. Now Tostones are fried first until they're soft, and then you remove the plantains from the oil and you squish them down flat to kind of turn them into crispy chips. So we're just going to let those cook for a couple minutes till they're soft, and then we'll take them off. Okay, now they've been in the 350 degree oil here for a couple minutes. We're going to take them out, pat them dry, and squish them flat. Okay, now we have them out of the oil. They're boiling hot. We're just patting some of the oil off them. Now, traditionally in the Caribbean they have a tostinera, which is a plantain press that they hammer these flat with. I usually just do it. You can use a plate or anything. I usually just do it with the butt of my hand like this. Hammer them down flat. You can make them as flat as you like so that they're like chips, or a little fatter. Now if you use yellow plantains, they tend not to squish them when they're yellow plantains, and they're not called Tostones, they're called amarillas. But they're pretty much interchangeable. They taste about the same. Now if you're not used to working in a kitchen, you built up a kind of heat tolerance in your hands working in a kitchen for years. This is pretty hot, so you might want to, if you have slightly more fragile hands, you might want to use a plate or something for this. Okay, they're all flat now. Now we're going to walk back over the oil and dunk them back in and leave them in there until they're nice and brown and crispy. Just stir them around in the oil until they're nice and crispy. You should have about 3/4 of an inch of oil. If you don't have enough, you can just flip them like this, but or push them down with a spoon. There's really no use to it if you have enough oil in there. Okay, these are looking pretty crispy now, so we're going to take them out. So now we have them out of the oil. I'm just drying them off in a paper towel. Put them into whatever you're going to serve them in. Spread them out nicely. While there's still a little bit of oil on them, you want to sprinkle them with salt. And if you want to spice them up a little bit, you can put a little bit of hot chili powder on them. And now I'll show you how to make the dip that we make with Caribbean Tostones. And now for the dip that goes with the Caribbean Tostones. Plain yogurt, hot pepper sauce, whatever type you like, and a little bit of minced mango. Just mix them together. I put a couple teaspoons of habanero pepper sauce in there. Depends how hot you like it. Judge it to the guests you're going to have. Now the yogurt cuts through the heat a little bit. You don't want it overpoweringly hot, but you want it to have a little bite in the background. Put that in. A little bit of lime over the top of your Tostones is a nice way to serve them. Put that in, and there you are, Caribbean Tostones. For more amateur video and great Caribbean recipes, visit PuntaCanaInformationGuide.com.